My name is Teacher Evelyn and I work for VIPKID. I want to make this video to talk about, dun dun dun, involved VIPKID parents. The pros and cons, the positives and the negatives, how to handle it, and what to do or say, or when not to do or say something. For me, my personal experience with involved parents has been very positive. I sometimes teach pre-VIPKID, that's level 1. There are preschoolers, and I have two regular boys that are very energetic. And to be honest, they wouldn't sit still or participate if it weren't for their parents. One has a dad who is always helping him, and one has a mom who's always helping him. And I am very thankful for these parents. Actually, with pre-VIPKID level 1, our preschoolers are 3 and 4-year-olds. VIPKID requires that the parents be present, and they request that the parents allow the students to speak and answer. So I've not had a problem with those parents. Other students, I have one, I don't know if I can call him a regular. I've taught him 3 times. He obviously does not enjoy English class, and he's honestly my only student I've ever had in 7 months that seems to genuinely dislike English classes online. And honestly, I think it's because he struggles academically, and it's embarrassing for him. And I think his family's rather wealthy, and he might be a little bit spoiled. But my job is to teach him and to try to make a breakthrough. When his mom is around, he has a rotten attitude and does not behave well. But this 3rd time that I taught him, he was in the car and he had all his family with him. He had his grandma right by him and his mom was there. And he reluctantly, begrudgingly participated. He was not happy about it, but I did get some smiles out of him for the first time, and that was nice. Now, what about over-involved parents? I actually have no recollection of a parent that's over-involved. I have one shy student who her mother will whisper her the answers and she'll repeat it, but it's after I have said it. I will say the words, then her mom will say it, and she will say it again. This is helping my shy student to gain confidence because she doesn't feel all alone in a scary situation with a foreign teacher. Her mom is helping to build her confidence, so I don't feel like that's a negative thing. Now, we have per unit, each unit we have a assessment, and so this is like a test. It's for us to assess how our students are doing. And some teachers on Facebook have reported that the parents are feeding them the answers. They said, how do I score this? Well, in my opinion, and this is my humble opinion, take it or leave it, I would score it. See, there's 3 options. There's a 0 points option that they didn't answer anything. There's a 1 point option that they could answer with some teacher assistance. And there's a 2 point option that they answered independently. For me, I would be honest and I would answer that they answered with assistance. Some teachers have commented, and they have a valid point, that these are paying customers. If the parents want to be the ones that are taking the assessment and answering the assessment, then they can get all the points if they want to. Me personally, I would allow them to have most of the points, but definitely if there was excessive parent involvement in answering the questions, I would definitely dock at least 2 points on the whole assessment. There's about 40 points total. Depending on the assessment, it varies. But that's my perspective. Another thing is, some people have said, what can I put in the feedback so that the parents don't do this in the future? One option is, during the class, some teachers will say, if the mom's answering excessively, they'll say, good job, Mom. Now it's Bao Bao's turn to answer. Good job, Mom. Bao Bao? Horse. Good job, Bao Bao. And so it's a positive thing. You could say in the feedback, "Thank you so much, Mama, for your involvement and your help. Please allow Bow Bow to answer independently some." You could say that. If you're afraid of offending, there's a genius thing I've seen people say on Facebook. They say, "We recommend that the student wear a headset so that they can focus and hear clearly." But actually, they're recommending it so that Mama will butt out. So you're welcome to do that as well. This is my 2 cents. I think there's pros and cons. Another thing to consider is if you're a parent, or if you can imagine being a parent of a small child, learning a foreign language, very, very, very different from your first language, online with a foreign teacher, would you not, as a parent, want to sit alongside your child and help them to be confident in answering and help them if they're struggling? I mean, what parent wouldn't want to assist? And so try not to be rude or unkind to parents who are involved with their kids. I mean, so often we see parents that are uninvolved. I've had a few students that misbehaved because their parents weren't in the room. And in the feedback, I requested that the parents be in the room. I've even had to report one student for bad behavior, and the fireman called Mom, and Mom chose to respond and never booking me again. And that was okay with me, because she gave me 5 apples actually for dealing with the behavior. But that was okay with me because if she doesn't want to be involved and she wants me just to be an online babysitter for a child who's very energetic and not interested in participating, then if she'd rather not be in the room and she'd rather book a different teacher that doesn't request she be in the room, then that's her prerogative. That's her decision. I'm thankful that she gave me 5 apples and she didn't take it out on me in the feedback. But parents, there's some parents that they are very disciplinarian with their children, and so when we see loving, caring parents that give their students a kiss on the head or are feeding their 9-year-old with a spoon, and we're like, what? Different culture. It's neat seeing caring, loving, involved parents, and so it's not really necessarily a bad thing. But that's my 2 cents about involved VIP kid parents and how to handle it. All right. I hope this was helpful in some way to you. Thank you.